What the fuck is up? Higher Point of View here. And I would like to welcome you to the inaugural and annual Higher Point of View Awards here. Um, I'm just about to give out these awards. It's basically a new season now. We got the draft coming. Combine's already been going on. Free agency. So we just gonna close the book out on this awesome year that we had. We're gonna go with the shout outs real quick. Shout out to Trey Smith. What's good with you, bro? Shout out to Joe Gringo Biden. Shout out to all my new subscribers out there. Man, let me know who the fuck you are. Jump up in the comments and tell me what the fuck you thinking. So let's get this motherfucking party started. Shit. We got the smoke. You already know that. We got the drink. You already know that. And listen, no, I'm not ashamed on drinking the Truly. Okay, I don't care. Calories matter right now, man. I'm about to get on this little workout plan. By next year, by next season, I'm going to be jacked. You know what I'm saying? Or shit, at least slim, looking good, whatever I need to look. But it's going to look like I need to be playing on the field. So I'm just trying to, get me a new little workout program going. So, I got to slow down on them beers, man. Drinking them beers every day, your ass be looking pregnant. Y'all know about that. But yeah, I ain't ashamed to be drinking on the Truly. But we about to get real litty. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. I threw a little shot of vodka in there too. So it is what it is. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's just celebrate real quick, on another successful year. Contrary to popular belief, you think we, didn't have a successful year, but we have. We've had 3 successful years in a row. How many teams in the NFL wish that they could say that? So, like I mentioned before, y'all motherfuckers all year long, even for the past 3 years, work, school, on a daily basis, people you see, I don't know what it is, what y'all do, but 13 times out of motherfucking, 18, we came up in that bitch talking our shit and we were victorious, man. So don't let the little bullshit playoff run ruin the season, man. There's only one winner and there's only one happy team at the end. Let's get this bitch started with these awards. One thing I can start doing better. I'm on that health tip. I'm trying to, shed a few pounds to do what I need to do. But this hemp wick, y'all. Y'all smokers out there inhaling that butane all day long. Obviously, I've done it. I do it all the time. Y'all see me on film all the time doing it. So, I ain't saying, it's a bad thing and I'm not shaming nobody who does it because I do it. But get into this hemp wick game, man. It's just, it's a lot more healthier. You don't need to be inhaling that butane straight from the lighter. All you got to do is light it up once and then, you get it going. Our weed of choice today, we doing an OG. This shit is called Critical OG. Okay, so let's hope this shit is really critical. But whenever I see an OG or something like that in the shop, when I'm at the shop, I get that. Because, I like that head high. I need to be knocked the fuck out. But let's get this motherfucker started with these Higher Point of View Awards. Kind of like the season. It's kind of like the, what that shit, NFL honors, but my own version. Some of the same categories, some different, but you shall see. Let's get this bitch started though. As y'all see, we in a little different setup right now, and I let y'all in my home, motherfuckers. So, we family at this point. I done let you in my motherfucking house. We not in the whip today. Obviously, so that just mean we fam now. Shout out to everybody out there. Pack attack, what the fuck is up? Y'all know how it go. But let's get this shit started. Nigga, we got cards and all that. We real professional today. Hey, I could do this all off the dome like I do normally in the car, but shit, I be high, I be fucking up, so I just want to get everything right for this show. So like I said, damn, this shit is crucial or critical. Goddamn. Motherfucker still lit, don't need to relight it. But let's go over these awards. Some traditional, some untraditional, but you're going to get it. So, first we're going to start off with Coach of the Year. And this is all team specific. It ain't got shit to do with any other team. This is the Higher Point of View Honors, Awards, whatever you want to call it. So we only talking about Packers, man. You see the colors I got on. I don't give a fuck about nobody else right now. So, Coach of the Year. I mean, y'all like, what you talking about? It's Matt LaFleur, right? I would have said that the first 2 years, but you know what? I'm going to give the honor and respect to Mr. Nathaniel Hackett, our offensive coordinator for the past 3 years. He came the same year as LaFleur came, and this past year, we finished top 10 in offense. We were the number one offense a year or 2 years ago. I don't remember, but it's just been 3 great years. And to impress a whole nother organization enough for them to name you in a historical organization, let's give it to the Broncos. Other than that, Super Bowl, fuck that. Anyway, we ain't gonna go there right now. But yeah, we gonna give it to Nathaniel Hackett, man. Thank you for what you've done for us. When we first got you, motherfuckers was talking shit. Who is this? Oh, this is the guy from Jacksonville. The Packers are horrible. What decisions are they making? Hey, now it's time for y'all to eat your own words and lay in your own bed. Y'all motherfuckers was wrong. Now he's going to be a head coach. He has another future Hall of Fame quarterback that he gets to coach, Russell Wilson. Congrats to you too, Russell, because you got out of that shithole that was Seattle. It used to be someplace that I feared. It used to be, not feared, I don't fear shit, but man, it used to be rough going into Seattle. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. But now we'll beat them at home, which we do all the time, and we'll beat them in Seattle right now. They rebuilding right now. But again, Coach of the Year, we're going to give it to Nathaniel Hackett. Obviously, we could have given it to Mike Smith, our linebackers coach, for just building his linebacker core up and keeping everything together. We could have gave it to Jerry Gray, our defensive backs coach. We could have gave it to Matt LaFleur, but just to give him a nice send-off, I'm going to give this to Nathaniel Hackett. Congratulations on your job. Thank you for everything you did. Good fucking luck, except for when you play the Packers. Other than that, I wish you the best, bro. Nathaniel Hackett gets my Coach of the Year this year. Next, MVP, okay? I mean, where y'all think I'm going with this? If the motherfucker was the MVP of the league, of course he's going to get the MVP of our team. We talking about Aaron Rodgers. One stat I just got to say is 37-4. What is that? What is 37-4? Is that a record? No. Touchdowns to interceptions this year. Shit, 2-3 years ago, he only threw 2. Like, this guy just doesn't throw his interceptions. And that's just an amazing stat. That's why we re-signed him. That's why we love him. That's why he's known as, talent-wise, the best quarterback to ever play. Stats don't fucking lie. Okay? Look how much he protects the ball. Seriously. Like, when he throws an interception, everybody's like, oh my God. And that's how it should be, because he takes care of the ball, man. We all love our gunslingers, but man, I hate interceptions more. So we're going to give Aaron the MVP. You know, a lot of drama the past 2 off seasons, but when you had that much drama, I heard a lot of Packer haters telling me, oh, well, he better bring it now this year. He's causing all this trouble. He better be good. What if you guys aren't even good after all this trouble he caused? Well, actually, 2 MVPs, bitch. Eat that. Okay? So get off my nigga back. Stay out of his relationship. All that shit. What matters is what he's doing on the field, and he does that shit great. I'm motherfucking glad to have him back. And let's go get this fucking Super Bowl, Aaron. It's probably bothering you just as much as it's bothering me. And bothering all my other real Packer fans out there. Shit. Shout out to my nigga 2 Packer fan in Vegas. What's good with it? Shit. Shout out everybody then. Shout out Maka B. Shout out What Up Nate. You know, Packer fan in Vegas. Adam James, of course. Shit, a ranting Packers fan. Who else on there? Who else on there? The love is great. Jonathan, the love is real. The love is great. Whatever you is. Reggie White as your icon. What's happening with you, bro? Shit, if I forgot anybody, motherfucking get in them comments and let me have it. Let me know who the fuck I forgot. But shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you for rocking with me this whole time. And we're going to continue to build and grow. But let's continue with this award show. We just gave out the MVP, Aaron Rodgers. All I got to say about that to anyone, 37-4, 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Another 13-game win season. You know, wins are not a quarterback stat, you know. But, 13 wins, man. And he was driving the truck. And we missed the game because of that COVID shit, and Luck was in there. Not Luck, look at me. Love was in there. So, shout out to Rodgers again. We glad to have you back. Let's move on. We're going to go to the Offensive Player of the Year, y'all. For us, who you think I'm going to go with? Offensive Player of the Year this year went to Cooper Kupp in the NFL, but you know who I'm going to give it to, who he is on par and stride for stride with. I actually know Devontae's a little better than Cooper Kupp, but give Cooper Kupp his love this year. He got the triple crown. It's hard to do that. Leading in touchdowns, receiving yards, and receptions. Kudos to you, my bro, okay? And kudos to your Rams and Matthew Stafford and all that shit for winning the Super Bowl, okay? Great. But back to Tay. He's man, I've been saying this forever. And then let me tell you guys something, too, real quick. There was a time where I was very mad at Devontae, and I'm like, who's this fucking son of a bitch? It was a few plays he did. I forgot what game it was, but he didn't have his best outing, and I'm like, listen, get this motherfucker off the field, you know? So for us to feel like that at one point, which a lot of you Packer fans have, and then to feel like this now, that you can stick out your chest and gladly say that I have the best receiver in the NFL, or arguably, because listen, best receiver in the NFL is hard to keep up with. It alternates every year. Remember, it used to be Hopkins, for a couple years. Then it turned to, it was Antonio, that's a hard position to stay at the top at. Tay has been in the conversation for at least 3-4 years in a row now. So kudos to you, Devontae. He brought in 1,500 yards. I believe he broke Jordy Nelson's record. Now he owns the record for most yards in a season. 1,500 and some change. Another double-digit season in touchdowns. Motherfuckers wish to get in the end zone fucking once or twice a year. And this was a slow year for him because last year he had something crazy. I forgot how many, but it was way more than this year. And this year he got 11. That's fucking solid. And didn't he miss a couple games, I believe? Yes, he did. So that's even more impressive. So Offensive Player of the Year goes to you, Devontae. Sorry we had to tag your ass, but tag, you're it, bro. We just got to use the rules. Hey, at least we ain't just let you go. That lets you know how valuable you are, bro. I know you want your money. I know you want a long contract. I know you want commitment. You're going to get that. But, bro, we a little low on money. We need you to just chill out. You're not a diva wide receiver. That's why we got you. Packers normally don't get diva wide receivers because what do? We draft and develop. The conversations with him are just as important what he does in the combine or their stats on the field and all that. Y'all hear me? So let's do it. Next, we're going to go Defensive Player of the Year. This was really tough for me. I mean, honorable mentions, I could go line play, because I was a lineman when I played back in the day. I was a lot bigger. I was like 300-something pounds. I was moving, though. You better ask about me. But anyway, we could have given it to Kenny Clark just for, always just putting pressure from the middle. We could have easily gave it to Devondre Campbell. And, this can be an argument. But I'm going Rasul Douglas, y'all. He not only impacted games, but he's literally won games, His hands was the last hands to touch the ball in that game, against Arizona. That's like literally closing out a game. Now, Devondre obviously has contributed to a lot of wins that we've had, and won games for us. He's recovered fumbles in San Francisco. I remember that. Interceptions, he's done all that too. I kind of wanted to give him to him too because, he played more games than Rasul, but that's not Rasul's fault. He just came on later. They brought him in later. So, I'm just going to go with Douglas, bro. Pick 6, like my boy Big Nate mentioned, against, who do you do that to, Big Nate? Motherfucking Chicago. Shit. Pick 6, Chicago. My play of the year, Arizona, that interception. It was so much going on that play. First of all of us were mad. They were driving down the field, and we thought we were going to lose. Let's keep it a fucking 100. Okay? So that's number 1. Number 2, it wasn't just like the Super Bowl when Malcolm Butler got the interception where he just jumped it like that. This was a concentration interception. It was tipped. Then he tipped it to himself, and the motherfucker just brought it down and sealed the motherfucking game for us. Defense wins games, bro. Like, I much rather see that. I know it's boring to some people, but it's more unexpected. But I much rather see a play like that to end the game than a game-winning touchdown. I mean, we all love touchdowns, especially if it's a bomb. We all witnessed 4 or 5 Hail Marys by now, Packer fans, so you guys should appreciate that. But, yeah, man. I kind of got lost. What was I talking? Oh, Rasul Douglas. Yeah. But, see, all this shit is kicking in, y'all. But, yeah, man. A concentration interception, tipped it to himself, and just, sealed the game. He also had, numerous interceptions this year. He led the league, he led the team in interceptions, and he came on late. So that shows you, how good of a player he is, and I really hope we bring him back. Defensive player of the year for us is Rasul Douglas, man. Who was thinking about Rasul Douglas week 1, week 2? Nobody. For him to come and then become the HigherPointofView Awards top defensive player of the whole year, bro. Hey, that takes some guts, and it takes balls, just like it takes balls for you to jump routes. You like, okay, if I miss it, it'll be a touchdown, but if I get it, it might be the other way. Fucking jump that shit. Don't be conservative. And that's what I really like about you, Rasul. You are a dog, and I hope that Packers make you a main priority. You told us, I watched the interview, you told us it wouldn't take much for us to get you to come back. So I hope you follow up on your word. You found a home. Come back to Green Bay. Come back on a team-friendly deal. Your ass was just on practice squads and shit. Come on, bro. Take a little, hey, let's do it. We're going to move on from Rasul. And offensive rookie of the year. This was kind of hard to pick because, didn't nobody do shit. I wish I could say it was Aaron Rodgers. I wish I could say that, but he didn't quite have the year that we thought he would. Maybe if Kylan Hill would have played the whole season, I might be talking about him right now, but he had that devastating injury. But I'm going with motherfucking Royce Newman. Why? Because he's a rookie. And he started from game 1, and he solidified that right side, the right guard side. Like, we didn't have any, again, he's a rookie. He's going to go through his shit, but we didn't have any, real bad situations. Like, who the fuck did we used to have that was just, what was that? Oh, he lucky I don't know his name right now. We used to have this guard. What was that motherfucking name? Whatever, I can't remember. Woo, he was whack. Was it Sprig? Nah, I ain't even going to get the line. I'm going to get back to you guys on that. He was horrible, though. 64, I think, was his number. Horrible, but, Royce Newman, man, hey, kept it solid all year. I think he missed 1 or 2 games, but he basically played the whole season. And guess what else? Guess what, y'all? He was a 4th round pick. So a lot of motherfuckers be saying, oh, the draft, I don't like it because it's going to take too long for these players to develop. We might not see him for a year or 2. Nah, man. 4th round pick. Started the whole year. Even he didn't know that shit was going to happen. So, that lets you know you never know what's going to happen. So when the draft comes and anybody we get, just do your extra due diligence by looking up what they're good at and see how they can contribute to our team. Because who would have thunk that we would have got a 4th rounder lineman and he'd be starting the whole season and not have any issues. Honorable mention, Josh Myers. We love you, bro. You are a fucking beast. For real. Josh Myers, from what I've seen so far, I'm just... Because, coming in last year when he came in as rookie, they was kind of say his physicality really isn't there. Man, that motherfucker held his own when he was in there. And he could move, and he's 6'5". Josh Myers in to take over for a fucking all-pro Corey Linsley last year. And, not drop a beat, but you did get hurt. You were out for a while, but the 4 or 5 games you did play, thank you, bro. And I cannot wait to see you next year, And then on another note with y'all, motherfuckers always want to, because free agency ain't here yet and none of that. Motherfuckers always want to talk about who we ain't going to have, who we going to lose. How about who we do have? We got a motherfucker named Kenny Clark. We got a motherfucker named Jair Alexander. We got a motherfucker named Rashan Gary. We got a motherfucker named Eric Stokes. We got a motherfucker named Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams. Stop talking about what we don't have and start talking about what we do have. Do y'all got a Devontae Adams? Hell no. Do y'all got an Aaron Rodgers? Hell no. Do y'all got a Kenny Clark? Hell no. Come on. Let's be real with each other now. We're going to move on, but Royce Newman, a 4th round selection. It's just good to see that the draft actually works immediately. So you guys can be excited for this draft because these players we see going to be right on the field. Eric Stokes and motherfucking Newman played basically the whole season almost. You got to fucking love it. And what? They're only going to get better because the Packers are the best draft and developed team in the NFL. Nigga, Jordy Nelson wasn't no first rounder. Donald Driver wasn't a first rounder. Robert Ferguson wasn't. Javon Walker wasn't. Who the fuck else? Jeremichael Finley wasn't, although he's a tight end. Like, yo, we are the best at developing receivers. We get these motherfuckers in the second and third round. Look at Devontae. He's not a first rounder, and he's the best in the league. So, hey, you got to give the Packers scouting team, GM Brian Gutekunst, you got to give these motherfuckers credit, man. You have to. So, we going to motherfucking move on. Shit, where we at? Offensive Rookie of the Year. So let's go over what we done already. And let's give Aaron Jones the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. I mean, every team has one. He was ours this year, so let's mention that. He's a great dude. Actually had a kind of like an off year, but it's okay. And hit off year for his standards, even though he still did great. Other motherfuckers, I wish they had his year. But we moving on. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Y'all know where the fuck I'm going. Young Bull, 2-1. And it's brave to get that number 2-1. You didn't give a fuck. You said, give me 2-1. Because we know who 2-1 is. That's Charles Woodson. The best corner ever in the history of the NFL. Him and Deion. So, yeah. Eric Stokes, Defensive Rookie of the Year. We threw you in the fire and you came out unscathed. He made his mistakes. There was a few bad, plays that happened, but he's just learning. But what didn't happen? That motherfucker never got burnt. He ain't had no Kevin King situations. He held his own. He stood on 10 toes all year long as a rookie, going head-to-head against people that he probably didn't think he was going to be going against because Jair got hurt. But what a way to get thrown in the fire, and what a way to come out unscathed. And we going to take our scars, but those are war wounds that we could look at. The only way you learn is by losing. You can't learn if you're just out there doing people up all the time. You learn when niggas hit you on a double route. You got hit on a double route this year. A nigga stopped and then he kept going. Who did that to you? 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 Might have been Hop. It might have been DeAndre Hopkins. One of the best receivers in the NFL. Double moved him. But then I seen somebody else try to double move on him. It wasn't Hop. But I can tell he learned from that one time. He said, I know what he's doing now. So to see that he's learning with the great coaching of Jerry Gray. Hey, the sky's the limit for you, little bro. Eric Stokes, Defensive Rookie of the Year this year. Our most improved player, I'm gonna go with one of my favorite players, and I'm gonna start calling you by your nickname because when you first came up with it, I'm like, man, hold up, who just gave you this nickname? But he calls himself Bane Gary. And if he gonna be acting like Bane on the field, then I'm all with it. But he did this year. And most improved player to me goes to Rashan Gary. He goes from 5 sacks to 9.5 sacks this past year. Just make it 10, y'all. Y'all know y'all probably missed one. He was 3rd in the NFL in pressures. Now, to me, pressures, number 1, turn into sacks. But pressures are a more stat to me that I would kind of like more than sacks. Sacks are just cute because he's actually the guy who got him. But sometimes it's a nigga who rushed from the side and the quarterback ran the other way and then runs into a sack. Gary does that a lot. So, not leading the league in pressures, but to be 3rd in the league in pressures, bro, that's pretty damn good. I don't know who 1st and 2nd was. I just looked up his shit. But to be 3rd in pressures, that means he was on it. Y'all seen him all year, though, causing problems, And then again, not only can it turn into a sack, it could turn into an incomplete pass. It could turn into a deflected pass. It could turn into an interception. So pressures, to me, mean a whole lot more than sacks. Unless it's a sack strip fumble. We talking a different game when it comes to that. But, yeah, Rashan Gary, bro. And you're going to only continue to improve. Hey, he did the Reggie White move, y'all. That shit, that club, look it up, bro. He did that little club move and the lineman fly. That motherfucker did that shit. A motherfucker asked him about that, too, in the interview. And he just was like, well, shit, we in Green Bay, ain't we? So, yeah. Anyway, Rashan Gary, most improved player. Breakout player of the year for the Packers, I'm going to go A.J. Dillon. Now, he had his breakout game last year against Tennessee when it was supposed to be Henry versus Dillon, and Henry was supposed to run 400 yards on us, but he didn't. Dillon came in there and did his motherfucking thing. So, 1,000 yards from scrimmage, and to do that as a second, quote unquote, that's fucking awesome. Nobody expected him to do that. And to just be equivalent already to an Aaron Jones, who is a great, fantastic player, who I think is going to bounce back this year, which he had a good year this year anyway too. But to be comparable to him, and to be like Coach LaFleur says, we have 2 starting running backs, and that's the motherfucking truth. So shout out to AJ Dillon, mayor of Door County, Quadzilla, the Quad Father. You already know what it is. What's happening with you? Next, Mr. Consistent. I'm going to just give this to Adrian Amos, whatever them cookies is. They good as hell. But, bro, ever since you came over from the enemy, man, you showed us that, green and gold is your true colors, bro. You caught the game-sealing interception in Chicago a few years ago. I remember that shit. Everybody remember that shit. That just was so poetic that you were the one to do it to your old team. And, bro, we don't never... Now, one thing in football, as a player, I used to play, when they tell you something like, well, if we ain't really calling your name, that mean you ain't doing nothing bad. He don't make the best splash plays or the biggest interceptions, although the motherfucker got the hit of the year. You already know that motherfucker popped Debo. Hey, fuck the game. We lost or whatever. Nigga, you took that shit, bro. You got your ass knocked out. You got knocked the fuck out. Yeah, that nigga popped your ass. Nigga, the ball went in the goddamn stands. Nigga, don't come over the middle thinking it's sweet. Hey, Smash got something for you. Smash is Adrian, y'all. That's his nickname. He has a chain that says Smash. Hey, get on your team. Get on your team players, man. You gotta know them. I know all them motherfuckers. You think I know them personally. I do. I am an owner. But we're gonna move on. That was Mr.